students, welcome to your English session. Today in this session we will continue with our play The Tempest, Act 2, Scene 2, lines 126 till 188. Children, before starting this session, I would like to remind you that you have to read the text thoroughly so that you can quote important lines and keywords in your paper. Now let us see objectives of this session. By the end of this session, you will be able to explain meanings of the difficult words according to the text. Tell some of the references that we have read in the text. Explain the text in your own words. Children, till now, in Act 2, Scene 2, we have done that Caliban curses Prospero for the menial job that he has to do for him. Then he sees Trinculo coming in his wild costume, and in order to escape torture, he lies down on the ground to hide. Trinculo hears the noise of thunder and thinks that it is going to rain soon, so he crawls under Caliban's loose garment. Stefano, a clownish character, enters the scene. He is described as a drunken butler. He has been wandering about the island in a drunken state. When he notices 2 legs of Trinculo and 2 legs of Caliban, he thinks that this creature has 4 legs. Stefano pours out several drinks into the mouth of Caliban, and as a result, he feels elated. After a humorous conversation with Trinculo, Stefano pulls him out from under Caliban's loose cloak. They feel happy in each other's company and discuss how they escaped drowning. Now let us see lines 126 to 133. Caliban, I will swear upon that bottle to be thy true subject, for the liquor is not earthly. Is not earthly means it's so good that it is a heavenly drink, rather than anything made on this earth. So children, when Stefano poured liquor in Caliban's mouth, he got tipsy and thinks that Stefano is a fine god and carries heavenly drink. He says to Stefano that he swears by the bottle of wine. See children, Elizabethans are in habit of taking swear. So here he swears on that bottle of wine, that he will be his true subject, for that liquor is a heavenly drink. Stefano, here, swear then how thou escapedst. Here he accompanies the word with handing him the bottle on which he takes his oath. So children, here Stefano says to Trinculo that here is the bottle and tells him to swear by it, and asks how he saved himself from the shipwreck of King Alonso's ship. Trinculo, swum ashore, man like a duck. Swum ashore, man like a duck is a simile. So children, here Trinculo informs Stefano that he swam ashore like a duck. Here he uses the literary device simile. Now, what is simile, children? It is a figure of speech involving the comparison of one thing with another. So here Trinculo compares himself to a duck. I can swim like a duck, I will be sworn. So here Trinculo swears that he can swim like a duck. Stefano, here, kiss the book. Kiss the book means as the Bible is kissed by one taking an oath. Kiss the book, when taking an oath in court, the witness giving evidence is told by the judge to kiss the book, that is Bible. The drunken fellows carry out their jest by kissing the bottle, or rather drinking out of it. Thou though canst swim like a duck, thou art made like a goose. So children, here Stefano tells Trinculo to kiss the bottle as others do the Bible when taking an oath. Holding the bottle to him, he mocks at him and says, though he can swim like a duck, he in some ways looks like a goose. So he's making fun of him. Trinculo, oh Stefano, hast any more of this? Trinculo asks Stefano if he has any more of that drink. Children, which drink is he talking about? Yes, he's talking about wine. Now let us see gist of these lines. When Stephano pours liquor in Caliban's mouth, he gets tipsy and thinks that Stephano is a fine god and carries heavenly drink. Caliban swears by the bottle to be Stephano's true subject, for that liquor is a heavenly drink. Stephano asks Trinculo to tell him the story of his escape. Trinculo tells him that he swam ashore like a duck. Stephano mocks at him and says that though he can swim like a duck, he is in some ways like a goose. Trinculo doesn't pay any attention to what Stephano says and asks for more wine from him. Now let us discuss lines 134 to 143. Stephano: the whole but, man, my cellar is in a rock, seaside where my wine is hid. Here, the whole but means the whole barrel of wine which I mentioned. My cellar is in a rock. It means landed gentlemen in England of the times used to have a certain small underground room called a wine cellar, in which they kept stores of continental wines. So children, here Stephano tells Trinculo that he has the whole barrel of wine and he has made his wine cellar in a rock by the seaside where he has concealed his wine. How now, mooncalf? How does thine ague? How does thine ague means how is your fever? Now while talking to Trinculo, now he turns to Caliban and he asks Caliban that monster, how is his fever? Caliban: hast thou not dropped from heaven? So children, in this line, Caliban ridicules Stephano by saying that it seems that he does not belong to the earth and that he has fallen from the sky above. Now what does Stephano reply? Out of the moon, I do assure thee, I was the man in the moon, when time was. The man in the moon is a very important reference, children. The mountain in the moon resembling a man with a lantern, dog and bush. Several fables exist about the man in the moon and his bush. One old Christian story is that he was a man who was sent there as punishment for gathering firewoods on Sunday, when time was means in the past. So children, in these lines, Stephano tells Caliban that he has dropped from the moon in the sky. He was the man in the moon whom people saw in the moon in the sky. That man in the moon has three things with him: a lantern, dog and bush. So he says, Stephano says that he was the man in the moon. Caliban: I have seen thee in her. I do adore thee. My mistress showed me thee, and thy dog and thy bush. Caliban replies that he has seen him, that is Stephano, in the moon, and he has worshipped him. He tells him that his mistress. Now children, who is Caliban's mistress? Caliban's mistress here refers to Miranda. He tells Stephano that Miranda showed him, Stephano, his dog and his bush. Come, swear to that, kiss the book. I will furnish it anon with new contents, swear. Kiss the book means here he hands the bottle to Caliban. Anon means immediately. Furnish it anon till contents means fills it up presently with a fresh supply. So children, here Stephano tells Caliban to swear that what he has said is true and kiss the bottle in lieu of the Bible. He tells him that he will fill it again with a fresh supply. He gives Caliban wine. Now let us see gist of these lines. Stephano tells Trinculo that he has the whole barrel of wine and he has made a wine cellar in a rock by the seaside where he has concealed his wine. He asks Caliban about his fever. Caliban ridicules Stephano by saying that it seems that he does not belong to the earth and that he has fallen from the sky. In reply, Stephano tells him that he has dropped from the moon in the sky. He was the man in the moon whom people saw in the moon in the sky. Caliban tells him that his mistress, that is Miranda, has shown him with his dog and bush. Stephano tells Caliban to swear what he has said is true and kiss the bottle in lieu of the Bible. Now let us discuss lines 143 to 156. Trinculo, by this good light, this is a very shallow monster. I am feared of him, a very weak monster. The man in the moon, a most poor credulous monster. By this good light is a reference, children. The Elizabethans filled their daily speech with a number of mild oaths, of which this is one when speaking on ordinary subjects. They would swear by any convenient object. Sometimes they swear by hat, they swear by their cloak which they are wearing, they swear by their hand. So now here Trinculo is taking an oath by swearing on that light. Shallow means empty-headed or simple. So here children, Elizabethans were in habit of swearing again and again. Trinculo swears by the light of heaven that Caliban is a very simple kind of monster and he calls himself a fool as he was afraid of him. He calls Caliban a feeble-minded monster as he believes in the man in the moon. And he further calls Caliban as a most superstitious monster. Now let us see further. Well-drawn, monster in good sooth. Well-drawn means a good draught at the bottle. Children, Caliban has just had a good drink from the bottle and drawn away a good proportion of its content. Sooth means truth. Here Trinculo says that Caliban has a good drink and that is true. That is why he is talking foolish. Now next, Caliban. I will show thee every fertile inch of the island, and I will kiss thy foot. I pray thee, be my God. Caliban is intoxicated, and he says to Stephano that he will show him every fertile plot of earth on that uninhabited island, and he will kiss his feet. Moreover, children, Caliban requests Stephano to be his God. Trinculo. By this light, he is again swearing, a most perfidious and drunken monster. When his God is asleep, he will rob his bottle. When his God is asleep, he will rob his bottle means when his God Stephano falls asleep, he will steal the wine from his bottle. Trinculo swears by the light and says that Caliban is a most treacherous and drunken monster who will rob Stephano's bottle when his God, that is Stephano, is asleep. Caliban, I will kiss thy foot, I will swear myself thy subject. It means, I shall take oath to serve you as your subject. So whom does Caliban want to serve now? Caliban wants to serve Stephano. And why does he want to serve Stephano? According to Caliban, Stephano is God and he carries a heavenly drink. Stephano. Come on then, down and swear. Now Stephano has also started considering himself God. That is why he says, kneel down and swear the oath. The sight of the monster kneeling down to take the oath would be very laughable, one for the groundlings. Trinculo. I shall laugh myself to death at this puppy-headed monster. A most scurvy monster. I could find in my heart to beat him. Puppy-headed means stupid as a puppy. So children, on seeing all this, Trinculo says that he will die with laughing at the brainless monster. Who is the brainless monster here? Caliban is the brainless monster. Puppy-headed means brainless, foolish. He calls him the most wicked monster. Scurvy means wicked monster. and he wants to give him a beating for his foolish acts. Now let us see gist of these lines. Trinculo swears by the good light of heaven that Caliban is a very simple kind of monster and calls himself a fool as he was afraid of him. He calls Caliban feeble-minded monster as he believes in the man in the moon. Caliban, being intoxicated, says that he will show Stephano every fertile plot of earth on that island and he will kiss his feet. Moreover, he requests Stephano to be his god. Trinculo again calls Caliban a most treacherous monster who will rob Stephano's bottle when he will be asleep. He further says that he will die with laughing at the brainless monster. He wants to give him a beating for his foolish action. Now let us see lines 156 to 171. Stephano, come kiss. Come kiss here refers to come kiss the book and hands him the bottle as he says it. So here he is not kissing the book. So what is he kissing, children? He is kissing the bottle. Trinculo. But that the poor monster is in drink, an abominable monster. In drink means under the influence of drink. Trinculo says that the wretched monster is intoxicated, otherwise he could have beaten him. He calls him a disgusting monster. Caliban. I will show thee the best springs. I will pluck thee berries. I will fish for thee and get thee wood enough. Children, here Caliban says to Stephano that he will show him the best fountains. Springs here refers to fountains. And bring him berries and catch fish for him and supply him with sufficient firewood. Now let us see further. A plague upon the tyrant that I serve. I will bear him no more sticks, but follow thee, thou wondrous man. Children, here Caliban curses the tyrant whom he serves. That is Prospero. He says that he will not carry wood anymore, but he will follow him and call Stephano a wonderful man. Trinculo, a most ridiculous monster to make a wonder of a poor drunkard. To make a wonder of, idolize. To make till drunkard means to take a poor drunken sailor to be a wonderful personage. So who is poor drunken sailor here, children? It refers to Stephano. Trinculo calls Caliban a ridiculous monster. See, Trinculo does not like Caliban. That is why he is commenting on him now and then. Who thinks that a poor drunken sailor, that is Stephano, a wonderful being. Caliban. I prithee, let me bring thee where crabs grow, and I wish with my long nails will dig thee pignuts. Show thee a jay's nest, and instruct thee how to snare the nimble marmoset. Marmoset means a small and very active monkey found in Africa. Bring thee means take you. Crabs means crab apples, small wild apples. Will dig thee pig nuts. These, as known to Shakespeare, were not nuts at all, though so named. They were edible roots which could be found in the English woods by digging a few inches into the ground. When Stephano pours several drinks into Caliban's mouth, he grows tipsy and feels elated and happy. In return, Caliban promises Stephano that he will show him the whole island. He wants to take him to the place where crab apples grow. He will dig pig nuts for him from the ground with his long nails. He will show him a jay's nest and teach him how to trap the nimble-footed monkey. I will bring thee to clustering filberts, and sometimes I will get thee young scamels from the rock. Wilt thou go with me? Filberts means fruits of the hazel tree. Scamels mean seagulls, a very rare bird. Here, Caliban further says to Stephano that he will take him to the place on that uninhabited island where nuts grow in cluster, and sometimes he will get for him the young seagulls from the rock. And he asks Stephano if he will come with him. Now let us see gist of these lines. Stephano tells Caliban to come and kiss the book, that is the bottle. Trinculo again calls Caliban a wretched monster. He further says that he could have beaten him if he was not intoxicated. On the other hand, Caliban says to Stephano that he will show him the best fountains and bring him berries and catch fish for him and supply him with firewood. He calls the tyrant whom he is serving now. He says that he will not carry him wood any more, but he will follow Stephano. Trinculo again calls Caliban a ridiculous monster who takes a poor drunken sailor for a wonderful being. Stephano pours several drinks into Caliban's mouth. He grows tipsy and promises Stephano that he will show him the whole island. He wants to take him to a place where crab apples grow. He will dig pig nuts from the ground with his long nails. He will show him a jay's nest and teach him how to trap the nimble-footed monkey. He will get him the young seagulls from the rock and asks Stephano if he will come with him. Now lines 172 to 188. Stephano, I prithee now, lead the way without any more talking. Trinculo, the king and all our company else being drowned, we will inherit here. All our company else means all the rest of our company. Inherit means take possession. Stephano tells Caliban not to talk but to guide him to the places told by him on that uninhabited island. He says to Trinculo that since the king and all the rest of his company, that is his courtiers, are drowned, so they will take possession of this uninhabited island. Here, bear my bottle, fellow Trinculo. We will fill him by and by again. Him here refers to the bottle. Possibly to call it him was a stroke of humor. He tells Trinculo to carry his bottle so that he will fill it again by and by. Caliban sings drunkenly, farewell, master, farewell, farewell. Caliban sings in his intoxication. He bids farewell to his master, that is Prospero. Trinculo, a howling monster, a drunken monster. Trinculo again comments on Caliban. He says he's a roaring monster and a drunken monster. Caliban, no more dams I will make for fish nor fatten firing. At requiring nor scrape, trencher, nor wash, dish. Dams mean traps made by making a small dam inside which fish would be left when the tide ebbed. Firing means firewood. At requiring means on demand. Trencher means wooden plate. So he sings that he will not make dams to catch any fish, nor carry firewood when it is required. He further says that he will neither clean plates nor wash dishes. Ban, ban, Caliban has a new master, get a new man. Get a new man means the words are addressed to the absent Prospero. I have got a new master, so you may get a new servant. The drunken Caliban's tongue slips or hiccups when he says Caliban, who has got a new master, that is Stephano, and his old master, that is Prospero, should get a new servant. Freedom, heyday, heyday. It is an exclamation of joy like hooray. Freedom, freedom. So he is enjoying his freedom. He is free from the clutches of Prospero. Heyday, freedom. Stephano. O brave monster, lead the way. Exuent means exit. Brave, the usual sense of excellent or splendid, seen several times already. So Stephano calls Caliban a great monster and tells him to show him the way. So here this scene ends. Now let us see gist of these lines. Stefano tells Caliban not to talk but to guide him to the places told by him on that uninhabited island. He says to Trinculo that since the king and all his courtiers are drowned, so they will take possession of the uninhabited island. Caliban gets intoxicated and bids farewell to his master. He says that he will not make dams to catch any fish nor carry firewoods when it is required. He will neither clean plates nor wash dishes. He says that he has got a new master. Stefano calls Caliban a great monster and tells him to show him the island. Children, I hope that you are clear with the explanation of the lines. Here your Act 2 Scene 2 is complete. Your homework is solve extract 5 at page number 107 to 109 of Act 2 Scene 2 of the Tempest workbook. Children, you have to revise your text again and again for your better understanding. Thank you so much.